Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome to the Losers Club here on Beyond Authentic Health, where we are
documenting our journey
and beyond. We're also lifting ourselves, supporting each other, or supporting everyone, and reducing shame, which is what Losers stands for. We don't really talk about the shame involved in weight loss, do we? But I think it is something that we'll probably end up talking about on another stream at some point, because it is something that is quite important to us, really, to discuss. But yes, good evening everybody. Hello Ed, hello all, says Ed. Good evening to you. I will just make sure that we've got the doodah up, the Slimming World chat up. Would help if I was on the right page, wouldn't it, Lisa? There we go. So then there we go, we've got that up and working. Good evening Christine, Scott, hello to you. I've got to say hello to Jane Day and Joe, whether they're here at this bit or later on.
I know we love your videos, but I say we're always watching your videos.
We are
all the way through. I say absolutely love it. Like I said, and it's always, sometimes it's all the bits that other people, you know, people concentrate on all their weight and what they're eating and all of that stuff. I said, but you talk about all of the other things that people don't, which I love.
Yeah, exactly. Karen Fraser, good evening to you. Dormouse, hi Lisa and Rufus, how are you doing? I'm in the sweet spot of the paracetamol right now. So I can just about talk without my voice sounding horrendously croaky. We'll see. We're probably not going to be on for like an hour and a half today. It might just be an hour long. Hello to everyone else in the chat. Dormouse, Byron the vegan loser, hello my friend. You've got your clappy hands primed and ready.
Yes.
What's that? There's a thing that's from. What is it? Spitspot. Is that Mary Poppins? Spitspot?
Is it?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking. It's a thing. Spitspot.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, I probably made it up. It's fine. Yeah, good evening, probably. Melinda Brown. Hello, everyone. Hello, Melinda. I hope you're doing well as well. I've got my Stay Positive, Keep Moving Forward t-shirt on today, which kind of sums up how we are, doesn't it, really? Boots own brand Night Nurse. I don't know what mine says good about and me, cheaper. Well, yours is just black.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Mine is nothing. Yeah.
No, yours is significantly smaller than the ones that you had to buy smaller t-shirts.
This is one of my weigh-in tops.
Yes, exactly.
One of them.
You had to buy smaller ones. Good evening, Hazel.
I did.
Good evening, Rachel. Hello to everybody. Yeah. So then, how was this week, Rufus? Apart from the fact that we have both come down with lurgy. Well, you came down with lurgy, didn't you?
I thought it was just my allergies. I honestly did, but
yeah. Yeah, you thought you were poorly.
Yeah, I thought.
Well, no, you were poorly, but you thought it was
the allergies and stuff. I didn't think it was anything else. And then a day or so later, then, like I say, my nose was just absolutely streaming. My eyes were watering and everything else. And
absolutely. And then on Tuesday morning, woke up coughing. Is that yesterday? It was, wasn't it? Today's Wednesday.
Yesterday's Tuesday. Yesterday
Wow.
we got weighed in yesterday.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
So I then woke up yesterday going, Rufus, you haven't got allergies. You've got a bloody cold. But we did go weigh in. There goes the voice, Dormouse. I told you it wouldn't last long.
Wear our face masks and everything in case like there's any people at our weigh-in that, you know, definitely wouldn't want whatever we've picked up.
No, absolutely not.
So,
Well,
yeah.
the person who does our books,
Yeah.
writes the date and that in our books, she had her birthday.
Yeah.
And did she have balloons? I'm sure she had balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was an 8 and a 0. And we were like, who's 80?
Patricia, yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
I'm 80. And we're like,
Yeah.
are you? No way. I thought she was about
would've-
70.
I never would have thought so.
I
yeah,
thought
never
maximum
would've thought.
70, and no way did I think she was as old as
Yeah.
that. But anyway, apart from that, we've been okay, haven't we? What about the food this week, Rufus? How has the food been?
Lots of salad, but
There have been lots of salad.
I've quite enjoyed it, to be fair. You know, it's been really nice. We've put loads of beetroot in it, which I really like. Yeah, can't complain at all. Like I said, it's been really good.
No, we had chicken breast on Sunday. No, we didn't. Chicken thighs
Yeah.
on Sunday. We had chicken thighs, some chips, some Slimmy World
Yeah,
chips
it's been
with a
easy-ish
massive
meal,
salad.
It's been really good.
Yeah, we had the cod, didn't we?
Yeah.
The cod was really nice.
Nice.
With some Rufus does in the dehydrator. He dries garlic and then puts it in the whizzy, don't you? And grinds it all down.
Yeah.
And so we've got like garlic, our own made garlic powder. So I put that on the cod along with some Italian herbs. And that was really tasty, wasn't it? And we had that with asparagus spears and jacket potato. We had our favourite beetroot burgers.
Oh, I do like those.
We had those
Yeah,
yesterday
they're
with
nice.
chippy chips, Slimmy World chips
Just
and
an
salad.
easy meal, but like I say, on plan. One sin per beetroot burger. So,
But I tell you what I did for the first time. I got my beetroot burger, I cut it in half, and then I scooped all the innards out, and then I filled it up with salad. And it was a bit like a wrap.
I'm like, what are you doing?
It was very strange, but it was really tasty. It was really nice.
Digging out your beetroot burgers.
I was scooping it all out on the inside. You can hear my voice going, I know, right? It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
We're just going to carry on and see what we can do. So, one thing we haven't checked on, let me do that now.
But I said they can hear your voice because the speakers are working well.
Do you mean the microphone?
The mic, yeah. The mic is working all right. Yes.
Yeah, we have changed the microphone. No, we haven't changed it.
No,
I'm
it's
just
this
using
one.
this one.
Just this one.
So then, let me just have a wee little look. Use semaphore.
That's what we've had lots of chips.
I can
this
use
week.
sign language.
We've had lots of chips this week.
We have had lots of chips this week. But there were Slimming World chips.
Oh yeah, well, like I say, just ones that we needed. Veggies and bits we needed to use up, so we just kind of use them in order, and so they don't go to waste.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Dormouse had... Hang on a second. Dormouse, the fish sounds lovely. You've just had kippers, tatties and mushy peas, but forgot the egg. Egg? With
Give us.
kippers and tatties.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. I don't want to come off this page here on my YouTube. Look, so I'm going to have to open
Oh
it in a new tab.
no.
I know. I am following a trial in America.
Emily Baker.
There's a lawyer called Emily D. Baker, and she is absolutely brilliant. And we're covering a trial.
Well, it's a big thing, isn't it? That one.
Yeah, because a police officer a police officer in the States died under really dodgy circumstances.
And they tried covering it all up.
And it looks like a massive cover-up, doesn't it? It really does look like a massive cover-up. You haven't followed as much of the case as I have, but it does
I've
look
seen
like...
some of it, but
yeah,
yeah, it's
it looks like a huge cover-up.
very, very busy case. A lot.
And we're waiting for the jury to come back. But anyway, you don't need to know all about that. I'm just getting our post up. Oh, gosh, look. Yay! And that is with me voting for that
unless
one.
anybody else is like going to vote, and if
Don't
you
say
haven't,
that.
if you've not voted, like I say, you can go onto our Beyond Authentic and on the post that we put up, so you can pick if you want us to do this, it's spaghetti pie, or it'll be the pork. So
yes, they
pork
do.
and greens. So.
When we say chips, you mean you say fries. Yeah, fries.
Yeah.
Your fries are our chips, and your chips are our crisps.
Yeah.
Just to confuse everything. So yes, indeed. Let me add
So, yeah.
in a little window there, and I will add it in on that one. Did that work? No. There we go. Hang on a second. Oh, where's my keyboard?
Oh no.
So what we're talking about is Choosey is 51% to 49% right now. So we will keep it running.
The brain pie.
The brain pie. Thank you, Neil, for voting for brain pie. Sounds absolutely mega delicious. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
some brain pie. Yeah.
this is the poll that is currently on our Facebook page. So go and have a look at that. If you want to vote for this week's Choosey, we have the... I can't remember what they were. What was your option?
Well, mine was the pork with greens, was it?
Creamy mushroom pork with greens. And mine was a spaghetti pie.
Yeah.
A spaghetti pie.
Looks
So
like brains. Yeah.
it does look like brains. And at the moment it's 51 to 49% on the on the YouTubes. So you've got a couple of minutes. My voice. You've got a couple of minutes left. So then, Rufus, you're going to have to start talking because my voice is not going to last. Yeah. So then, what your topic of the week, Rufus, or topic of the day for today? It was this one here. By the way, oh no, we'll get to weigh in a minute. We'll do the weigh in bits in a minute. So there you are, Rufus. Then, my love.
My topic of the day is Slimming World a diet?
Yes, go on.
Is Slimming World a diet? So, if I remember back on our first time when we did Slimming World, we did actually see it as a...
Can you hear us now? There we go. Right then, you have to say all of that again. It just went off. I don't know why. It just happened. So
basically, our question, like I say, our topic today is Slimming World a diet? And in the beginning, like I say, we used to think it was a diet. We did it for a while in the beginning, fell off plan, and then went back, and then did it again, and went back, and... If you think of it as a diet, then it might be something that you're never really going to stick to and include it in your everyday life. So, realising, I think, like I say, through our journey and then obviously transitioning from the beginning to now, the third time round, realising that it's not an actual diet for us now, because if we look at it as a diet, then we're never going to stick to it.
True.
And if you don't start including it in your everyday life, then, like I say, long term, it's not going to work out. So I think now, really, it's a case of, like, you know, if you want to go out and have meals out, you can do that. You can, if you like alcohol or, you know, the odd little drink, you can do that as well and fit that into your diet or into your lifestyle, should I say. But yeah, if you just think of it as a diet, I mean, you get people like probably go to Slimming World and they will use it as a tool in between holidays. Some people do that. But for us, like I say, if I didn't manage my weight the way I'm doing it and retraining myself what's healthy, what I should be eating, and over a long period of time, literally retraining my whole self, like say in the best way of keeping myself as healthy as possible, getting my weight lower to a healthier weight range, and doing all of that. Otherwise, like I say, I probably wouldn't have a future otherwise, if you know what I mean. So, so yeah, so like I say, realising that now this is everyday life now, and this is what I'll be sticking to. I really enjoy what we eat. Like I say, whether I never used to eat salad so much, but when there's loads of beetroot and stuff in it, I really enjoy it. So like I say, there's always ways of tweaking and changing things to how you like them, and finding what you like and stuff that is on plan that you can have. There's so much choice. So yeah, I think, you know, it's just work it. If you know, it'll work if you work it, and it won't if you don't. And if you stick to it, then it's gonna
Where
work.
have we heard that before?
I know, right? And if you, like I say, you stick to it, it will work long term. You just got to keep at it. If I ever went, you know, nearer the point of target and go, sod it, you know, it's our birthday, we're actually going to go and just have a meal off plan, have a couple of drinks or whatever it is, and do that, and then just get straight back to it. And at some point, we might be able to do that every now and again, but it will just be the odd special occasion here or there, and it's not going to be every day, but we'll be able to do that a little bit more then at that point. But
yeah, but even
then,
yeah. I think for us,
yeah,
because it is something that this is a lifestyle change, and it is something I don't feel deprived.
No.
I love the food we eat now. I have very large plates of very healthy food.
Yeah.
It's absolutely delicious. I really do enjoy it, and I don't feel like this is a diet for me. There's a whole bunch of foods I don't eat anymore, which
yeah.
I'm choosing not to eat, because I'm choosing, for me, because I've got that fixed, there's a BMI element to it, but also I don't want to lose my eyesight. I don't want to lose my foot. So because of that,
that's it, mate.
I am dedicated. Like, this has to be how I live now. I cannot afford to go back to my old ways of eating.
Do you remember though? We used, like I say, when we first started Slimming World, because of, it sounds awful, but because of obviously being, you know, so into food, everything was about
Fat.
It basically just takes over your life sometimes, food, and it became, you know, we would swap one thing out. All right, well, we can't have cakes, and we can't, you know, we shouldn't be eating this, and we shouldn't be eating that, right? Well, we're going to have all these hi-fi bars and this, and you swap one thing, you know, one really very naughty thing for another naughty thing, and then before you realise it, and then the thing we did with the 15 sins treat bags and all of these things, and it's all, you get fixated on all of this stuff, and obviously over time we've just slowly, you know, given up a lot of added sugar items and slowly changed it to better our health. Obviously we don't want to eat too much added sugar things.
Melinda, if you're on a computer, if you open up another tab, go into our YouTube channel, there's a button which says posts, or you can type this address in just there. Look, it's just there. Look,
Just here.
just here, just across where Rufus's chest is.
Wow.
And you can go right across your nipples.
I know,
right? Yeah, it is literally across his nipples. So you can go along to that. So just do @BeyondAuthenticHealth /community. It's a bit weird, because on the page it's a posts, and here it says community, but I think they're changing it all. But anyway, if you go there, that'll be interesting. Good evening,
phone,
Angela Brown. Yeah, if you're on your phone, then you might have to come out of the live and go and do that, and then come back in. But yeah, I think when we first did Slimming World, we thought of it as a diet. We thought, I want to lose 6 stone or whatever it was, and when I've lost 6 stone, well, we probably won't need to go to Slimming World again.
You have a healthier BMI and everything,
and then we can go back to eating normally. Whereas now, this is how we eat normally. And I really enjoy what we eat. And there will be like some occasions where we'll go Shall we go to Harvester or shall we go out to celebrate something? And there will be times where we're able to go, do you know what, actually, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a few drinks, or you're going to have a couple of
days off at
ciders
Christmas
and a Christmas pudding or something, or mince pie, whatever it may be.
That's it.
We'll always go for the low sugar ones because I don't want to lose my eyesight.
But I said, what? One thing...
But it isn't a diet.
But one thing I do think about is that
Excuse me.
when we do, you know, go out and have things out, I think I'm now, you know, obviously a few years down on the plan, is that I'm a lot more mindful. I think about calories or things, you know, if something's super high calorie, I might still think of the slightly healthier choice than the full, you know, full fat of whatever I'm looking at, food-wise, or my choices have changed. So if I had 3 different things in front of me and one obviously, you know, the lower calorie to the maximum, I will probably not straight away pick the higher calorie choice. Probably not.
No.
But at one time, I probably would have gone, oh well, sod it, I'll just have that, because.
But also, I think it is really important about the mentality, because if you think you're on a diet, you're restricting yourself.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Because that's what you do. And especially for those of us, I mean, we're both, I was about to say we're both 50, but I'm not yet. I'm only 39.
Yeah.
But for those of us of a similar generation to us, it was diet culture. It was get trim for summer, get the bikini body, do the Jane Fonda workout, do this, do that,
go
eat
on
slim,
plan,
eat this.
Just so you can, like, you know, enjoy your holiday when you go abroad. And
it was all about diet. And now it feels very much like, for us, I don't envisage ever eating the way I used to ever again.
No.
Because the way I used to eat, created a really bad relationship with food, like toxic.
Oh yeah.
The worst type of There's certain words we're not allowed to say on YouTube because it would get the channel struck. But if there was an AA type meeting for food, we would have gone to that type of meeting because that was an issue that we were having. So. But for me now, I don't envisage a time coming off the Slimming World plan. I will, you know, add in extra sins and add in extra healthy A's and B's and C's and D's and whatever else I need to do.
But yeah,
But I enjoy what we eat.
But the sins are there, like I say, whether you want them as your treats or whether you want to put them as part of your meals or whatever, that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
So,
And I think for us, like I walk around the supermarkets.
Yeah.
And I don't have any of those thoughts of, oh, I wish I could have that, I wish I could have that. Because for me, it's so important. Like, I know if I eat that, what were those tarts called? You got the custardy tart things, panna salata, panna whatever they were.
Well, you can just buy custard tarts in the shop, can't you?
Not custard tarts, the other ones, like the ones
the ones that got the flaky pastry on the edge.
Yes, those ones. They're really delicious. Love them.
I can't remember what they're called though.
No, can't remember. But some beige food, because all food that's beige is bad for you. Beige is bad.
Yeah.
So some bad food, or not bad food, but some highly high fat, high sugar, high crap
that's what
content.
they are, aren't they? Yeah.
And I look at those now and think, why would I even want to put that in my body? I know if I was to go back and eat that I would be very poorly. And if I was to go back and allow myself to eat that way again, not only will I regain the weight I've lost, but I will also absolutely then lose my eyesight, lose my foot, all the rest of those issues that we're having. And it's just not worth it. So I cannot see a time where we're not eating the Slimming World food. I really can't.
So we won't be disappearing anytime soon.
No.
So.
And also, I am going to make this promise to you. Last time we did this channel, a year ago, whatever it was, when we fell off plan, we disappeared.
Yeah.
I am never going to do that again. Whether we do, you know, a weekly update like this, whether we do monthly updates, whatever we end up doing in 5 years' time or whatever it is, I am always going to update everybody on this channel because I think that's helpful to me but also I want to share our journey with all of you. Which, before we go on to the next part, there is something else, isn't there, Rufus? There is another thing. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? There is a little thing. Let me just cue this up. So Rufus and I have been talking, and this part of our video, this part of our daily, the discussion part, is something that is really important, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Your topics and what you care about. And it's something we want to do more of and talk about more types of motivation. So we're going to be doing this. That's not right. That wasn't right.
What we're going to be doing? Hang on.
Hang on. That didn't work. Why did that not work? Let me go again. Here we go. Sorry, everybody. Can you see what I'm trying to cue up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. This one. Oh, for God's sake. I can't find it. I'll do it. You talk. Right. Anyway, so where are we up to? Topic of the week. The weigh-ins. Right. Yeah. I'll come back to that in a second. So before I do, let's go to our weigh-ins. What is going on? What is happening?
What have you been doing?
I haven't done anything. I've broken things. How have I done that? Right, this. Here we go. So, sorry everybody. Right, weigh-in time. So then, Rufus, you weighed in before me.
I did.
And bearing in mind you've been on food, absolutely on food. You've been eating
I've been
food
absolutely
all
on
week.
food.
Slimming World is great, Rachel. You need to rejoin. Honestly, come and join us.
I said, basically, what Lisa was trying to...
I agree.
What Lisa was trying to bring up on here was something we've been talking about, that, you know, it's nice when people come in here, you know, come on and just check in every week and just say, oh, I lost this much weight this week, or how I've got on. But to do another video, possibly once a week, where we'll come on and talk about, you know, any things that have been happening in life and things we've been talking about, or things that might help other people on their journey on Slimming World, or any kind of lifestyle, you know, change, healthier sort of plan. You know, that sort of stuff, everyday things that go on, things we might have cooked, or, you know, something new we've tried cooking that's come out really good. Could be recipes, could be, you know, just talking. But yeah, that's that kind of thing. So if people want to, you know, another day during the week where we can come on and all have a chat and sort of see how everybody's doing, it gives a, you know, rather than just one day a week, it gives you another day in between.
Oh, you're talking about doing it as a live?
It can be a live, or it can be sometimes, or just a video on topics and stuff like that. So whatever.
It'll probably be a pre-recorded
happens.
video.
Yeah,
it's going to be called Losers Club Extra Helping. That's what we're calling it. And it will be a chance for us to go into things in a little bit more detail and also answer some of your questions. So if you've got any questions you want us to talk about, if there's anything that you want us to look into or discuss, if there's any controversies you want to raise with the Slimming World plan or the Weight Watchers plan or whatever else it is, you all know how Rufus feels about sinning fruit. If you blend it, you all know how he feels about sinning sweetener.
But the only thing, like I say, the fruit thing or whatever, if you only have a limited amount of fruit every day, and that's just the same amount like I do, the only thing I would say, if you're diabetic and stuff, then obviously you might not be able to have quite as much sugar and stuff like the fruit that I have. But yeah, like you, is it, you can't have as much as I do. So, but yeah. But whatever you do with your fruit, if it's the same amount every day, for me, I'm just like, if I blend it or do what I like with it.
So go on then, everybody. Pop your weight losses. Put your results. If you have weighed in, this is your opportunity to share with the group. Pop your weigh in your losses, your gains, your maintains, whatever you've done this week. If you've weighed in, if you're following a weight loss plan, whether you're doing a GLP-1 jab or whatever it is, Manjaro, and what was the other one on tablets? Semaglutide.
Semaglutide, yeah.
Didn't know that was a thing on tablets, but whatever it is you're doing, share it with us down in the comment section. If you're watching this on the replay, pop it in the comments. We will reply to all the comments on here. Do let us know how you are going, if you've lost it on calorie counting, even if you've had a gastric band or a bypass, whatever it is. If you are losing weight and trying to live that healthier lifestyle, and you've weighed in this week, share the results in that live chat. So then you weighed in before me.
I weighed in, yep.
And what happened when you weighed in? So what were you before yesterday? Can you remember how much you'd lost? I know you'd lost 6 stone.
I'll get my book out.
Yeah, get your book out. I haven't even got my book out yet either. I know, right? You need to get your book out.
Oh dear, excuse me.
And this was in, you tell them the weight and I'll work out how many weeks. 36 weeks.
Is it?
Yes. Because I marked when 35 was. So 36 weeks.
So you wanted to know, was it?
So you had lost 6 stone 4 pounds. So you had 3 to go, and we said last week that both of our goals were £3 each, weren't they? Yeah. It was £3 each. Yeah. So then, what happened when you weighed in? What was your goal? Did you get your goal?
What did I say last week? I said 3.
You wanted £3 to get your 6.5 stone award. I
did better than that. I did £4 off this week.
You did £4?
Yeah.
Yay! That means, of course, Ruffus gets the clap. Where's the clap gone?
Yay!
Hang on, it's coming slowly. Big dose of the clap. There we go. A dollar of clap for Ruffus. Well done.
Yeah.
£4 is amazing. Did you think you'd lost that?
No. I say I've eaten lots this week.
So does that mean you crossed your 6.5 stone barrier?
I did.
Ooh. Look at me acting as if I don't know.
Oh. I got my 6.5. So yeah.
6.5 stone. That is awesome.
I did.
6.5 stone. Yay! In 35 weeks. That is awesome.
I know I'm £6 away from my next award now, so
that is seriously awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully, like I say, another few weeks or so, and I shall get my next one. Hopefully.
That is astounding. Truly astounding, as it says on your digital certificate on screen. Look at that. Look at that. Astounding. That is awesome, Ruffus. Computer, what is 6 stone in pounds?
6 stone is 84 pounds.
Blimey. But I also, like I say,
So you've lost £92 in 35 weeks. Computer, 92 divided by 35. Computer, what is 92 divided by 35?
She doesn't always listen.
92 divided by 35 is approximately 2.6286.
Yeah.
Nearly 2 3/4 pounds a week. Every week.
Yeah, because like 4 weeks ago, I think I put half a pound on, then I took half a pound off, then I took 3 off, then I took 4 off. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, getting there.
Oh, I'm really proud for you. Look at me acting as if I didn't know. I did know, but that is so good. Well done, love. Well done, love. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, what do you weigh now? What is your weight now? Because I do know you started.
I'm 18 3.5. 18 stone 3.5 pound now.
And yet, when you were at your heaviest, which isn't this time round, it was before.
29
you were 29 and a half.
Yeah.
And so you've lost 11 stone. I haven't even got the 11 stone award up.
But as well, like I say, I've not cut back loads of sins this week. I've had about 10 sins a day. So I've not obviously had my whole 15, but things that I would have had before, which would have been like high sugar treats and stuff like that, I've been having sweet and salty popcorn, so which is like 55 calories a bag. I know.
11 stone in total.
Yeah, I've been having like popcorn for snacks, having a couple of sins here or there. Like I said, my jelly, and yeah.
So, Laura and Kath over on Back to Basics, they both talk about their weight. You've lost more than Kath weighs and about the same as Laura weighs. That's what you've lost a whole person.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Well done to you.
I've lost a whole teenager probably, or like a young adult.
Well, no, Laura is around 11 stone and Kath is under 11 stone. She's 10 stone something. So you've lost either one of them as an entire human being.
Blimey.
That's how much weight you've lost already. Absolutely amazing.
I said you can lose weight quicker than your mind catches up with you.
You really can.
You really can.
You really can. Luke John's here.
Wow.
Hello, Luke John Food. We love watching you.
We do.
That's amazing. Right then, let's go to the chat. Let's see. Everybody, share your doodah. Share your weight loss so we can give people
But
the
I'd like to
clap.
say, if anybody's had a slight gain or whatever, and that, there's no judgment here. So
Oh, no
it
judgment at all.
happens.
This is all about reducing shame.
Yeah.
Right?
But even I have gains. It
Yeah.
does happen here or there. So it's just
Yeah.
one of those things.
So then, let's go through our lovely audience, people that are watching with us today, our friends online.
Right.
Rachel Beresford, you lost a pound. Well done to you, my darling. That's really good. You get the clap. Dormouse, you do not get the clap. You need an alternative when you're a twat and stop eating. But Grumpy was unwell, so a lucky 1 1/4 pound gain.
Oh, that's okay.
Listen. Your husband's really poorly and you're having to still deal with life and everything else. £1.25 is nothing. In the grand scheme of things, my darling, £1.25 is absolutely nothing.
Also, as well, if you had something,
don't worry about it.
If you had something that had extra salt and stuff in it, that can kind of make you retain a bit of water and
or
stuff
even
as
if
well.
even if you were just stressed
Yeah.
and you had a
1 week,
takeaway
isn't
or
it?
you had a whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's 1 week, you can get that off again the next week.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's about the long-term journey,
That's
not
it.
necessarily
That's
the
what
week
us-
to week.
Especially how you have to look at it now,
Yeah,
isn't it? Just kind of like...
absolutely. Karen Fraser got to maintain. Well done to Karen Fraser. Keep doing the buttons. Melinda Brown, this month you've lost £8. Well done to you. Well done. That's awesome. We'll give Melinda a big clap.
You get the 2.
I know. Let me just turn that up a little bit. There we go. What else have we got? What else have we got on there? Not sure how much you've lost this week because you haven't weighed each week. You just got on the scale. That's really good, though. Really good. And it's a really healthy way of looking at it, going on every month. Because that way you're not fixated too much about the number.
That's it, isn't it?
Because if we look back at, if I look back at my results, they do this. And I'm just I don't even look at that now. Hazel Morgan, you lost £1 on Slimming World. Well done to you. Melinda Brown, you've been drinking more herbal teas. Yeah, but they can get those special herbs in America. You know, the special herb. If I was to ever have some of those special herbs, I wouldn't be losing weight.
Wow.
I'd be gaining. Munchies are awful if you have those special herbs.
Oh.
Not that I know about these things.
No.
I've just read it in a book once.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd never do anything like that.
No,
ever.
not at all. Well done to Rufus. Byron says
Thank
1.5 off for you. Well done
That's
to
really
Byron.
good. That's really good.
Especially because, hang on,
You've been doing really well anyway. Also, we've been watching. Yeah.
and we saw how much you struggled this week.
Yeah.
We saw how much you struggled. Don't ever beat yourself up. The plan is literally, right? There comes a time, even you've had it before, haven't you, where you suddenly go, I just can't. But my head's a shed. I don't understand why I'm not. It's not working suddenly. I don't want to do it.
But yeah,
It
like I say,
happens. It honestly happens. But the fact you managed to pull it back and come in with a £1.5 loss, well done to you. The only thing I will say, be really careful about thinking you got away with it or thinking that you had to pull it back.
That, haven't you, before?
Yeah, I've had moments where I've eaten, not so much this time, but previously, where I'd eat something completely off plan.
And then gone,
Stand
lost
on
weight,
the
I did
scales. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then be surprised because I've got a loss. So, and in my head, it was biscuits or something,
yeah.
wasn't it? When we had biscuits in the
Or
house.
is it some of your bread and stuff and other things as well?
Hi-fi, but when I was eating a lot of those other things, so I would literally go, oh no, I've eaten a whole packet of biscuits.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oop.
Probably going to come in this week with a £5 gain
or cheese and stuff like that.
Probably going to have a massive gain. Off I go to group, stand on the scales, and then I go, oh,
the opposite.
I've lost half a pound, or oh, I've maintained. And what goes on in my brain then is I got away with it. That means next time, as long as I don't have the whole packet of biscuits, I can get away with it again. It's really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
And also this idea of pulling it back, that can also long term,
because then you
throw you.
And you kind of feel like for those last few days before you get weighed in,
then it is a diet.
Like, you're really, feel like you're cutting stuff out then, and then you feel then when you go back like to get weighed and then start your week again, the likelihood it could kind of carry on to the next week if you're not careful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Debbie Blinko, good morning. Sorry getting on late as it's 6:04 there in New Zealand on Thursday morning. Wow. Thursday morning, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Debbie, what happens in the lottery? What are the lottery numbers for tonight? Let me know what they are for tonight, and then you can go and put some money on. Because she's a time traveller.
Oh.
Have you got a TARDIS? Have you got a TARDIS? But she has, because it's tomorrow morning where she is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tomorrow morning. Look, tomorrow morning where she is. It's 6:04 on Thursday morning.
My aunt is in New Zealand.
Oh, well, there you go. Is her name Debbie?
No, it's not. No.
Okie dokie. Huge congratulations on the 12 stone. Thank you to Ruffus.
Thank you.
£2.5 last week. Well done to you.
Wow,
That's
really
awesome,
good.
Luke John. We know, again, we've been following you. We know you had a few wobblies yourself. But also, can I just say to everybody, Luke John, whose YouTube channel is called Luke John Food, Luke John, do you own the cafe or do you just manage or run the cafe? Luke John works with food.
I know.
Every single day, and still comes in with some really good weight losses, and has also lost a really big amount before Slimming World and then also on Slimming World.
Like I say, at one time I used to work with food, and I think long term, like I say, one thing that's helped me in obviously my journey is that I don't have to look at food all day now. So it's like when I was around food all the time, I think that could, like I say, that was always kind of
difficult.
It was very difficult. Yeah,
absolutely. You don't drink that special herb, but you do occasionally eat it, Melinda.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying nothing at all because it's illegal in our country.
Yeah.
You now take the view of the scales help, but it's more about the feeling. Feeling great is better than too much focus on the itty bitty numbers on the scales. Yeah. Exactly. I agree. Debbie, you're not weighing in at the moment as you had a major fall with your 29 stone weight and fractured your left elbow. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's fully dark, bruised up and swollen. Your right leg. Oh, and your right leg swollen. So you're just focusing on recovery. Yeah, look, get better first. Get better first. That has got to be your number one priority. And if you can do that while eating healthy, great. If you can do that because you can't walk about a bit, if you've got to, I don't know whether they have DoorDash. I know that's in America.
I'm not sure.
Just Eat or...
I'm sure they have something like that.
I don't know. Sure New Zealand's a really big, relatively big place and hardly any people in the whole of the country. It's awesome. You'll send the TARDIS with the lottery numbers when you get them. Fabulous.
Yeah, that would be good, yeah.
Oh, Dormouse got booted. I'm sorry about that, my love. You own the cafe, but not ideal, but still getting to grips with the amount of taste testing. Well, this is it. This is it. It's bound to be difficult, my love, but you're doing really well.
If you're cooking sort of meals or like, I don't know, big portions of certain things and that, you've still got to taste test it all, haven't you? That's
do.
The thing, so. And
also, I've got to say, Jane Day, who we know watches, but she's got an old phone and it won't let her text or communicate on it. Jane Day lost £2 this week. So, Jane, you also get the clap. There you go, Jane. We give you
That's
the clap
really
as
good.
well. It's awesome.
I think it's amazing though, so especially when people, you know, obviously lighter than myself, more than likely, obviously a lot lighter, and people still come in with great losses.
Yeah, with Jane's, if you don't know Jane Day, have a look for her channel on the YouTubes. It's Jane Day Slimming World. It should be linked down below in the description. I think they still are. I think they're all down there. But yeah, Hub Grub. They are, Melinda.
Yeah.
Hub Grub for Melinda. Go and have a look at Jane Day's channel.
Yeah.
She does a video every single week, and she basically talks about what her plan is that week, and she also puts some really amazing things in the Slimmer of the Week basket, doesn't she?
She does.
And yeah, she's just a really, really, really lovely YouTuber.
The experience as well that you had this week, just gone, like I say, with after the weigh-in and therapy and all of that, it means that if everybody, you know, don't get on great this week, next week you might be Slimmer of the Week. If everyone else went out and got takeaways.
If everyone was so fixated on the chippy.
I know.
Oh, you had to ask one of our social team about that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because we were like, that's not right.
It was
Can't do that.
probably that they were just trying to focus on this week, thinking about how your life and your food choices have changed compared to your old life.
Absolutely.
Kind of before obviously going to Slimming World.
Absolutely.
But instead that they were like, do you remember when you went to the chippy? What did you used to have, and what did you? So everyone was thinking about greasy.
Yeah, but let's not
fish
do
and
that now.
whatever.
Let's not repeat that.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean.
What I would recommend,
just-
go and check out Jane Day Slimming World. Go and check out her most recent video, because it was. In fact, go and check out all the videos. All the people that have channels. Back to Basics, Byron the Vegan Loser, Luke John Food. Who else? Jane Day Slimming World. Who else? I
said, who did we look up recently though? We used to follow someone. Was it Jane Gammon?
Jane Gammon.
Yeah,
She's not on there at the moment.
Find her on there,
No,
can
she's
we?
not on there at the moment.
No.
Down south, Kimberly down south.
Yeah.
I know she's not uploaded for a
not
week,
for a little while.
but yeah, go and check out her channel as well. There's some really good Slimming World and calorie counting channels.
I know
the other
that-
one, Patrick from Weighing Time. Check him out as well.
I said in the lounge. I said we've got. Is it the first so many on the top of our YouTube people we follow?
They're all Slimming Worlders?
They're all the first top ones are Slimming Worlders. So as soon as we click it on YouTube, we're like, oh, someone's uploaded. Before we watch anything else, they're the first ones that we start to watch.
We've got all Slimming Worlders, and then we've
All
got
of them.
Amber Reed, or Amber Lynn Reed, who is a
Train wreck.
£550 YouTuber.
Yeah.
So yes. Anyway, I also weighed in this week.
You did?
I did. And it's a bit weird because my target was also £3.
Yeah.
And I did do a random card.
You did for yourself, didn't
you?
you?
I did a random card pull on my Universe Answers, and I asked it, would I get my £3?
I said last week.
Yep.
You did this last week as well.
And I did. And it got it right last week.
Last week it was spot
It was
on.
bang on. This week, I said, am I going to lose my £3? And it said, possibly more. So I was like, ooh. But I did get on the scales. I had £3 to go for my 4.5 stone award.
Yeah.
And I didn't lose £3. I did lose 1.5.
But that's really
Which
good.
is good.
That's still really good.
It is good. I do feel though, because I also had a phone call from the gastroenterology team.
Oh yes, yeah, you did.
And
didn't
they
you?
have given, or they've prescribed me some much better things to help my system move things through quicker, if that makes sense.
But it could also be other things that you're taking.
Yeah, basically
medications,
what they
but-
think is the pain pills I take are well known to cause constipation. Oh God, I've turned into... It's not Les.
Say that
Les
again.
Dawson. Constipation. constipation.
Yeah.
Only,
got that
only
spot
people
on
of a
then.
certain age will know that. Yeah, constipation.
Do that again.
No, it's all right. Hurting me boob.
Ow.
But yeah, so I've got some new tablets which will hopefully help, because today I reckon I would have lost that 1.5 pounds, because I've got some other tablets in my system that have cleaned me through a little bit. So yeah.
That's it, isn't it?
But anyway, enough about that. So I did do 1.5 pounds.
That was really good though.
Eating the same food. And
said-
it was all right. It was all right. I don't mind. £1.50 is really good.
£1.50 is a lot.
£1.50 is good.
£1.50 is a lot.
I know it is.
It is.
And I know, and it's fine. And y'all have been following my weight loss, and it goes up and down and all over the place.
Yeah.
It's just the way my body is. So I am going to just keep ploughing on. Oh my gosh! Talk of the devil. Kimberly down south. Hello from Alabama. Sweet home
I know.
Alabama. My voice is going, Kimberly. Hello, my darling. How are you? We've A, we sent a parcel to you. B, we haven't seen you online. So we were getting a little bit concerned.
It's because she was travelling all the time to go and get it somewhere.
Dormouse is of that age, and so is Karen Fraser.
Oh.
What was it? Sissy and Ada, Roy Barraclough and Les Dawson. Because
I don't know, I'm not that old. I wouldn't know.
You liar! You're older than me. You're 12 years older than me.
Sure.
You're 51 and I'm 39 now. 12 years older than me.
You think?
Yeah.
No one believes you.
Nobody believes me.
You'll never get away with it.
I know, right? But thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
You'll never pull it off, dear.
It's good. It is good. Thank you, everybody. I'm happily plodding along. I should theoretically.
I like this, see, because I've got a black top on, and all the things you keep popping up are just here.
All the comments are just there. I know,
Just
right?
there.
Look at that. 1.5 is still good. You've got
Yeah.
0.5 off, 3 stone, and the next week put £3 on. That's what you get for wanting it too much.
That's
It's
it.
so easily done, though. It's
It
so
is.
easily done, and then we beat ourselves up. £1.5 is my goal every week.
But I said
So
if-
that's absolutely fine.
But I said, if
absolutely
you
fine.
look at, what you can lose within a month
Mm-hmm.
time, like I say, you realise that it's quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Kimberly, you just got out the pool at your friends. You can't get your video to load. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Twinsy.
Oh,
Hey, Twinsy,
I know,
that's you.
right.
That's you. If you don't know,
That's 'cause-
Kimberly down south, who is in Alabama,
Same birthday as me.
and does Slimming World, was born on the exact same day as our lovely Rufus. Exact
I know.
same day, year,
I know.
everything. Amazing. I know, amazing. You're a good vintage. I know, right? It is a good vintage. So yeah, so in 36 weeks, I am at 4 stone 6. My weight currently is 19 stone 5.5. I don't feel any shame about that. This is my weight. This is what I'm weighing.
I know, at
I
one
won't
point
weigh
you-
that much later. I
You
will weigh less.
never ever used to like saying.
I never used to say
No,
my weight.
never,
used to say my
never.
weight. So yeah, I started off this time round at 23 stone 11.5, and I'm now 19 5.5. So that is my journey, and I honestly think that we need to just. Some people weigh more than others. Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. It doesn't matter, does it? At the end of the day, all of our journeys are personal to us. Every single one of us goes our own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way.
I said like I say, early. I think it must be like, was it? Might have been the first time at Slimming World. Could have been towards maybe coming back after obviously falling off plan really well. I think at that point we were kind of like, or I don't know if you were, but at the first, obviously I was considering finding a tool that was going to help me lose weight. So at one point,
What
and
type
then I
of
spoke
tool?
to you, kind of like either a gastric band or
Oh, I thought you meant
no,
amphetamines.
no.
Slimming pills.
I did think, like I say, not slimming pills because that's just not a thing. You can have the one,
I get adverts for slimming pills all the time on my Facebook.
but you can have those
work.
pills that are not great, and you kind of like have to be near a toilet all the time because some pills they take. Basically, you go out and eat you know, a not so healthy
Oh, the
meal,
fat
and those
pills.
ones you can take,
No.
and they just basically take all the fat out of the food and kind of
No, it leaks. Don't want to
you
do that.
you
It
can.
leaks. No, don't want to
And
do that. But no, you were thinking about gastric band or bypass
possibly, but like I say, all of these things are all a tool, but long term,
Hello, Code Deb.
you know, having a tool to help you lose weight is all right, but if you don't correct, you know, just all the stuff you've done over the years and moving forward, if you don't correct those things, then what do you do once the gastric band's, you know, done its job, and you've sort of like can't eat as much because it makes you feel poorly or sick or whatever? At the end of that, you're going to go back and put all the weight back on because you haven't corrected your lifestyle in general, what you're eating.
Well,
So,
I was saying to you, wasn't I? I know somebody who had. I don't know whether it was the sleeve, the band, or the bypass, but they had one of the gastro surgeries, and he did lose a massive amount of weight, and then put a lot of it back on. And he put it on because he was able to stretch the stomach over a period of time, and he was eating really bad food. And he said after the surgery, he couldn't enjoy food in the same way, but he was still trying to. So he was still trying to eat the unhealthy food, just in smaller
Just
amounts.
very
But
tiny amounts,
what he learned was that instead of having a meal, he could graze throughout the day,
little.
but then eat far more than he should do. And that's how he put all the weight back on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Debbie. This has made your day and week being able to get on with you all. You're all awesome medicine. Yay. You're also on steroids for your thyroid, so that's not helping your weight loss. No, it can be difficult. It can be a really difficult journey. Hello, Code Deb. I just said hello to you as well. So then, Choosey. Shall we go and have a look on where we are with Choosey for today? Is it that one? Yes, it is. Is that still on the same screen? Is that live? Let me just do an update on there. Here we go. Oh my god, it's 50-50!
Oh no. That's like we'll end up doing both. Oh,
what do we do, Rufus, when it is 50-50?
What, cook both? What, put brains with my dinner?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like... Oh my god. Right, okay.
Brain
50-50.
pie and pork. Creamy pork and brains.
We've had 38 votes on that, which is more than we've had on any of them. And it has come down to a 50-50 split. So
it's because everyone so badly wants to see your brain pie.
The baked spaghetti pie. Oh well, I guess...
I end up doing both of them then.
I guess that's what we're going to do this week for Choosey. Right then.
You mean we've got to get one of those brain moulds?
No, I did say, however, at our Slimming World group that I would maybe make it for the tester. We've got a taste tester coming up on Tuesday.
So this, we didn't state, obviously we didn't state to our group because of obviously cold and all of that, and not wanting to pass it on to anybody. But they remind, like I say, I asked somebody and they said that this week coming it's Diamond Target members awards, which is a taster session as well. So anyone that's at Target and have kept their weight at Target for a year could be up for an award. So that's going to be happening. So that's going to be really good.
Oh gosh, there's loads of
and there's also, like I say, a recipe. Someone said, they absolutely loved, like I say, someone I saw online said they absolutely loved Turkish Delight, but they wanted to make a healthier choice. And you can make, if you get gelatin and you use Hartley jelly, you can make, people do like sweets out of it, and it's like, I think it all becomes, like, is it like,
they call them Haribo,
couple of sins or so, like, for the whole thing, because you put in gelatin with your yogurt and a little tiny bit of sweetener probably, and then obviously you've already set your Hartley's jelly and your extra gelatin, and then you put the layer of your gelatin and your yogurt on the bottom, and they come out a little bit like Haribo's. But there's also one where people have done that, which I think the whole tray of it was like 1.5 sins, just for the Haribo jelly ones. But they do one as well where you can put your options. So with the yogurt part, you've also put in some options, one of the sachets of options in it, which is 2 sins extra. So it's like 3.5 sins. And so you're doing a chocolatey yogurt to put on the bottom of it. And to make it more Turkish delight, they put a couple of, when you do the jelly in the top and then set that, they put in a couple of drops of rose water in it. So it should taste a little bit like Turkish delight. So maybe we'll look at doing one of those as well, because that's quite interesting, and you like the options as well. Yeah, so it might be you just use the Belgian options, so it comes out a little bit like a Turkish delight flavour. So yeah, maybe.
Good evening, Linda Orm. Hello to you, my darling. Dormouse was saying a really lovely comment for Debbie, saying when you're better you can do this. Dormouse was bed confined for about 6 years, started Slimming World in January 24 and has lost 4 stone despite the mobility being very variable. That is awesome. Byron says there's a show on Discovery called My 600 Pound Life. We watch it. Well, we watch some of them. We love the Slaytons, don't we? We watch the reaction channels on YouTube. Many people put that back on. Absolutely, they do. So yes, spaghetti pie, and I know, Kimberly, spaghetti pie.
How many slices of brain pie would you like?
I know, right? No, we're going to do both, everybody.
So what we'll do is we'll do the creamy pork and then put a slice of brain pie on the side.
Oh, God, could you imagine? You're a 4-year Diamond Target member, up for an award. Christine Scott, well done to you, my darling. You get the clap as well.
Could you imagine, though, someone having a birthday and they're expecting a cake and you turn up with a brain pie?
A spaghetti pie. I know, right?
It's healthy. Right? It's much healthier.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Right then, so, I'm just catching up with this. Melinda, you heard of Turkish Delight from Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. You tried it from the world market and was so disappointed. Yeah, not all Turkish Delight is the same. No. Some of it is really nice and some of it isn't. It's basically just sugar and rose water.
It is.
Luke John, you were £560 at your heaviest. Yeah. You've never ate like those on My 600 Pound Life. You get full of a bowl of soup. Wow. You're off to see Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe on Saturday. I like that one. Dormouse, the book before is called Magician's Nephew, and that's one of your favourites as well. Wow, my gosh.
I like all those shows though, all stuff like I used to watch years ago. Yeah. And I used to watch Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. That used to be really cool.
There was a TV show made by the BBC. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, shall we see what we've got for this week's Choosey? We know that we are going to be cooking a
we're doing the baked apples
creamy mushroom. No, we'll talk about that in a second. Creamy mushroom and creamy mushroom pork with greens alongside a spaghetti pie.
It makes me happy. Lots of speedy veg.
And spaghetti pie.
Yeah, sounds lovely.
Okay, right then, let's see what we've chosen for this week's Choosey. And I am looking at... I might have to change this now because I know what you're all like. Right, anyway, you go first. So what's your book? Oh, okay. You've got the brand new Slimming World's Street Food book.
I lost my page. All right, hang on.
So I'll go first then.
Go on then, I'll go
first then. Because I was absolutely not expecting to have to make a blooming what's it called? Spaghetti pie. I chose from the Take 5 Second Helpings book, which is a really good book, right? Really, really, really good book. Everything in it is made with basically 5 ingredients. Really simple, really easy to do. And I thought, do you know what? We'll do pasta puttanesca. Right? Lovely pasta dish with greens.
Well, we've got gluten-free pasta for you anyway, haven't we?
Yeah. However, this is where again I thought I may have absolutely judged you all very wrong, because I do think you are potentially going to put me through another week of hell, because this says low cost puttanesca is made with anchovies and capers. Is this making it one of the punchiest pasta sauces around?
I'm not being funny, but Lisa doesn't really like anchovies.
I can't stand anchovies, and capers, are they're really spicy or something,
You
aren't they?
picked it.
So I've choosied another pasta dish,
That you don't
thinking-
really want to eat. Yeah, yummy.
thinking there's no way
It
we're
doesn't
gonna
look
do
like
spaghetti
it's.
pie.
It don't look like it's got anchovies, but then you read it and went, oh,
It's got anchovies. Look, they're there. You can see it.
oh.
I thought I'd do a joke one again, like spaghetti pie.
And
then-
how did that work out for you?
How did it work out last time? We're doing a bloody spaghetti pie.
Yeah.
Blech.
That
Anyway.
worked well for you then, didn't it?
I know, right? That is my Slimming World's Take 5 second helpings book. Kimberly, one of these should be on its way to you if it's not already there. And then you've chosen out of the
And
street
I've got
food book,
that,
which is the brand new
street
one,
food.
just come out.
So yeah. And I picked. I've got gunpowder. There. Gunpowder chicken nuggets.
Well, that picture looks lovely. What's gunpowder?
Lots of spices.
Oh, hell.
Lots of spices on chicken. It's got chili powder, ground cinnamon, coriander, cumin, garlic granules, chicken, skinless chicken, and then you chop it into bite-sized pieces, put all your coatings and things on, and then you bake them. So this quick DIY spice mix. I like chicken nuggets, but we don't really have them because they're normally really high.
Oh, no, it looks nice, but gunpowder?
Pure dynamite! I knew you would love it.
Can I change my option? Please, can I change my option? Let me know if I can change my
Why
option.
is that? Because you wanted to do mine instead?
No, I don't want to eat that, but I can't eat bloody anchovies. Can I change my option?
You have to ask everybody if you're allowed to.
Audience, am I allowed
If
to
they say
change my option?
if they say yes, then you can.
Okay, well then randomly, if I'm allowed to, Rufus, give me a page number.
I could make fresh cut. Like I say, it looks like there's coleslaw and stuff on this one. To me, it looks like there's red cabbage and like a coleslaw mix on there. So we will do it with the
Everyone's
lovely
saying I
chips.
can. Oh, thank God for that.
We'll
right
do it
then,
with the
thank
lovely
you.
chips.
So, give me a random number between
Yeah.
hang on. I know, right? None of you want to eat anchovies either. That's what it is. Between 6 and 138.
Go on then. If everyone gives us a number,
Okay.
the number that is
Between 6 and 138. Put a number in the chat.
and then we will pick a number out of the chat.
I
And
love Luke John.
Yeah, we will pick a number
I'll
out of
say
the chat.
no, just to be different.
Yes. We'll pick a number. We'll pick a number off of here, and then that will be the number.
That's the sort of thing I would do. Right then.
432. How many pages are there?
138.
Oh, we don't have that number. Oh,
Right, go on then. Choose one of those. There's 2 for 99. So should we just go with 99? Because there are 2 for 99.
anybody for 99?
There's also a 69, but
Oh,
let's
is
not
there?
talk about that.
Oh,
Right. There's 2 for 99 randomly, so we'll do 99. Page 99.
we
I
have
don't know
no
what it
idea
is.
what is on page 99.
I've got no idea. Oh, it's the next page to that one.
Oh,
Oh, I can't eat that.
prawn, avocado, mango salad. Because we don't do avocado really.
No, I can't do that, and I can't do mango. Right, here we go then. Here we go. I will go with right, Kimberly's gone for 69
Right, okay
as well.
then. Right,
so we've
well,
got
there
2
you
for
are.
69.
Oh,
Linda
there you are.
and yeah, I can't do that. Listen, honestly, page
Avocado. Yeah.
Page 99
Yeah.
was the actually page 99 was the puttanesca. So
Oh.
we're doing 69. Right then, page
Yeah, go on then.
69. Here we go. What have we got? No, we've done that.
Have we?
Turkey and broccoli pilaf. We've done that. We've done that.
Was that with the lemon?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't nice. You said all you could taste was lemon.
Right. Forget the numbers. We're doing... That didn't work. This one.
Oh, we're going to love that one then.
That was lamb. How is this not... Right, okay. I'll go to the next page. Here we go. No, that's also lamb. What? Why is there so many lamb recipes in this book? Right, we'll go backwards. Close your eyes and flip.
I'm not looking.
Is it lamb? No.
No.
Okay, right then.
Oh.
This one. This sounds good. Spiced turkey with fluffy rice. So it's got lean turkey mince, dry basmati rice, Thai seasoning, pak choy, and 2 large carrots. And that is what it looks like. We got there eventually. So there you go. So you've got Rufus's one with gunpowder chicken.
Yes.
With cumin and curry powder
And chilli.
and something else and chilies that you know I can't have.
Just a bit of flavour on the nuggets.
You cooked a chili last week.
Oh, yeah, I did actually.
Rufus cooked a chili last week, and because he cannot change... what number is it? It's page 60 in the end. Because Rufus cannot taste a lot of the spices
You were
anymore.
like, I'm on fire.
He was like, oh, I only put this
Weren't
amount
ya?
in.
You were like on fire.
It blew my head off.
She had steam coming out her ears.
I was like, no, that's nice. Oh my God. No, my God, that was so nice. And he went, I can make something
could
else.
see you
I was
sweating.
like, no, it's fine. Every single mouthful was like,
I know, you were sweating, weren't
I
you?
was. Right, so that's what we're having then.
That
so
might be nice.
your options are spiced turkey with fluffy rice,
Yeah.
with vegetables and greens and lots of lovely loveliness.
Looks nice.
Or your
Or-
option, which will be the gunpowder chicken. What we'll do, I will take photos and it will be up on a poll straight after this stream. So give us about 10 minutes after I've done, and it will be up on the channel. Or you've got gunpowder chicken.
Yeah, gunpowder chicken.
So those are your two choosy options for today. Right then,
Little
so
skinny fries.
yeah, shall we talk about Rufus, the baked apple that won last week?
We haven't actually done it yet, but we will be tonight.
We are going to do it.
we
We're
are.
going to do that tonight. Now, the reason we were going to do it before now, but as you can hear,
Very poorly.
the cold
Yeah.
is very real with us. The
Yeah.
cold is very, very
Oh,
real
it's
with
been
us.
horrible, isn't it?
I can eat with Grumpy.
Yeah.
You'll eat what Rufus is. You put chili flakes on ice cream if you ate ice cream. Oh, my God. I mean, you do put sweet chili sauce on
I said
everything.
people, like say, do make some very interesting ice cream sometimes, don't they?
Don't get any ideas.
You'd be surprised. I've seen all sorts of things, like I say, on things I've watched on YouTube and places of people in other countries and like ice cream parlours, and they've like put all sorts of different
What's the weirdest
random
one?
stuff in there.
The weirdest one I've ever seen was cockles and mussels ice cream. Delicious. Right then, Rufus, your goal for this week. This week's goal. What is your goal for this week? Your weight loss goal and your non-weight loss goal.
Like I say, I think I will just keep doing what I'm doing. If something works, why break it? You know, why change it?
Okay.
So I'm just gonna carry on with my 10 sins a day, no more than 10 sins a day, and still not doing bananas or anything like that. The week when I had was it the week I only had half a pound off? Was it that I'd eaten a load of mango and that week?
How does fried ice cream work? How does that work? Does it not melt? Ugh, that would be weird. But yeah, go on. So no mangoes for you then this week.
So, fruit-wise, the only fruit we've really been eating is either a few berries and either honeydew melon or watermelon. We went to Tesco's and we bought a melon. So they do those in Tesco's. So we went to Tesco's and got a melon. But the melon that we picked up, they had these melons in there, and they were called Jaffa melon. So it looks like similar to your regular watermelon, but I'm guessing that the inside is orange. I'm guessing.
So we're going to cut it open and film it.
And show you what it looks like.
And show you what it looks like. It's called a Jaffa watermelon, made by the Jaffa company. It's Jaffa oranges.
I used up the last of our watermelon that we had last night from the other melon that I chopped up. So tonight we're going to chop the new melon up, and we will see what the inside is like. And we can also, like I say, once we've done that, show you the amount that I put in the fruit bowls. But yeah, like I say, often I'll just have a big bowl of watermelon and a few berries on top of that, or some sliced fun size apples and that, because obviously they're fairly sweet, are they? And even you like those. But yeah, like I say, a big difference in the size of my bowls of fruit to Lisa's now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's have a look finally in the chat. Oh, my goal. So what's your weight loss goal? You've got 6 until your next award, your 7
I've got
stone
6.
award.
Like I say, I'm not going to get that in 1 week. Obviously, that is a bit...
Probably not.
But if I come in with 3, 2.5 to 3, and that normally I'm really happy with that. So, yeah, I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing this week, and then, yeah, hopefully I'll get a good result.
Yep. And I will say my weight loss target will be... What am I? Hang on a second. I am 4 stone 6.
Yeah.
So I want to lose 2.5, because that puts me £1.50 into my 4.5 stone award.
Yeah.
So 2 to 2.5 pounds is my target for this week. So then, like in baked Alaska. Okay. Yeah. Roll it in a bowl and coat with cornflakes. Deep freeze, then deep fry. Serve with oh my god. Serve with honey or caramel. I mean, that is literally me losing both feet and the sight in both eyes. But, you know, that I don't even want to imagine that right now. You're
Might
going to
be
cook...
nice. Might be nice. It's the sort of thing that I'd try.
I wouldn't.
Oh, do you know one thing we did do last week, though? When we'd gone into a shop and they had these tiny little Dubai chocolate, the pistachio chocolate. They had one, and we worked it out that it was 8 sins for the bar, and it's kind of like a bar where you get was it 8 pieces or something in the bar, 8 little pieces or whatever, so you can break it all up. Was it?
No, I just cut it with a
was it
a
4
knife.
Oh, was it 4? I think it's...
No, there were no pieces. I cut it with a knife.
But it had, I think there was little sections on it as well. So basically I had, was it 2 bits, but it got cut into 4, so I had 4 pieces of it all in all, and then you did, and it was like 4 sins for half of the bar. But we had that last week as well, did we? So that was quite nice.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was quite nice. I think it was more the text. It was sort of really smooth, but also crispy inside, which was really nice. That's what I quite like, just the texture of it.
I have no plans to ever eat one ever again.
I thought it was
you
all
can
right.
always get one and have a little bit.
I thought it was all right.
It was far too sweet for me and far too pistachio-y. So yeah, so my goal for losing weight is as I say 2.5, 2 to 2.5. That gets me my 4.5 stone award, and my non scale goal is going to be to get some more videos edited and up on the channel. I do have a what have I got loaded? I've got the, hang on a second, so coming up on Friday we've got a haul video we went to a quick little top-up haul. That's coming up on Friday. And then I've also got the pork pad thai video. That's coming up on the 23rd, which will be Monday. So this Friday there'll be a video, and then Monday there'll be a video. Don't forget, as we are now looking for questions or topics for our extra helping, that's going to be a video that will go up probably, we'll start that next week because just a bit poorly, and that will be on Fridays, so that it's helping anybody who's got problems over the weekend, or anybody who struggles. So if you're wanting to come and watch that, it will be probably not live, but we may well record it like this, in this room, sort of, so it's us chatting, and I can pull up things on screen and things like that. So that will be coming up very soon as well. A Losers Club extra helping with a few tips and tricks to get you through the weekend, to help with a bit of motivation, and also to hopefully keep us all on track, us included, in between those lovely weigh-ins.
I said when we're watching other people, I said it
helps.
It does. Like I said, we get little tips, ideas from people, and also, like say, it just keeps us like, our Slimming World people are all here, so we'll watch everybody, and like I say, I think it just helps us out a lot.
It helps stay on plan. Yeah, it does. So if there's anything you would like us to cover on an extra helping, or if there's any topics you want Rufus to talk about in your topic of the week, do please get in touch. You can always email us at health@beyondauthentic.co.uk. I believe that's linked in the description box on the channel, and you can also just send us a message on the Instagram. It is on the card. Yep. In fact, it will be on the background card when I do this here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you want to send us an email with any questions on. But that's going to be it today, because my voice is now croaking off and my throat is actually starting to hurt. So I think the paracetamol, Tylenol to the American... You've never heard it called Tylenol, had you?
No.
No?
No. That's when someone said, what was it? Paracetamol.
Yeah, paracetamol is Tylenol. Melinda says emotional eating. It is, trust me, that is absolutely on our list of things to discuss. It really, really is, because that's something that we struggle with as well. So then, everybody, that is going to be it for today. We will see you again next Wednesday. Hopefully, all things being well, I won't sound quite like this.
I know, it'll be a quiet evening, I think, now.
What, a quiet evening here, do you mean?
Yes.
What, because of my throat?
Yeah.
No, I've got some Chlorophyll spray for my throat.
Yeah. Make it go numb.
I'll make it go numb, and then I'll start singing at you.
Oh, no.
Yay! Right then, boredom eating as well. Thank you very much, Linda. That's a good idea. We will look at that. Boredom eating and emotional eating.
One little tip that I have is when I've got to literally get up and go down the street to the local shop, if I really wanted to eat something I really shouldn't be eating, I can't be bothered. It's too bloody far to go down the shop to get it. I don't have things indoors, so if it's not here, and I literally don't want to get up and use all my energy to go get it down the road, then I just find something healthier.
Exactly, and that's again another thing that we always say: if you're not going to put it in your gob, don't put it in your trolley. Very simple. But that will be it from us. And as we always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and
happy slimming.
Happy slimming. And as Byron says, have a great week, losers. See you soon. Bye, everybody.